Okay, so we're back in Tomer Devorah. This is day 5. So the phrase that we're concentrating on today is Yeshuv Yerachmenu. So he will again be merciful to us. It says, the Holy One, blessed be he, does not conduct himself in the same manner as man. For when man is angered by his fellow, when he reconciles with him, the reconciliation is only minimal, not to the extent of the original love. But if a person sins and afterwards repents, his stature before the Holy One, blessed be he, is even greater than before. This is the intention of the statement of our sages. Quote, at the level where the Balei Teshuvah stand, the perfect Tzaddikim cannot stand. The reason for this is explained in the Talmud, Menachot 29b. Regarding the letter He, why is it made open like a porch, so that anyone who wants to go astray from his world can do so? The explanation is this. The world was created with the letter He. For the Holy One, blessed be he, created the world as such that it is open wide to evil and sin. So the bottom is gapped, right? There is no direction where earthliness and evil inclination and blemishes of the soul are absent. It is just like a porch, which is not fully fenced. Rather, it has a huge breach on the bottom toward evil. Anyone who desires to leave his world has many exits. Wherever he turns, he will find an aspect of sin or transgression through which he can enter the domain of the outside forces. It's just like today. Anywhere you go, you're just a turn of your vehicle, a press of a button, whatever, away from sin and just troubles in life. So, and yet, it also has a gap at the top, the left corner, symbolizing that if he repents, he will be accepted by God. The sages ask, why shouldn't he re-enter the same path through which he left? So our sages answer, because this way will not help him enough in his repentance. This means that it is not enough for a repentant sinner to guard himself against the sin the same way a perfectly righteous person does. Tzaddikim, since they have not sinned, require only a minor barrier, whereas for a repentant sinner, a small barrier is insufficient. He needs a number of strong restraints. The reason is that since this minor barrier was already breached once, if he approaches it, his evil urge will easily seduce him again. Therefore, he must further himself a great distance and not re-enter the porch at the breached side. Rather, he should ascend and enter the narrow gap at the top of the hay by engaging in self-afflictions, thus mending the breaches. And this is kind of like the idea like an animal, right? If you have them fenced in, once they figure out how to get out, they go for that same thing. You have to have a new mechanism or a new barrier to keep them in. It says, for this reason, at the level where Balei Teshuvah stand, perfect Tzaddikim cannot stand, for they did not enter through the same entrance as the righteous, such that they should be together with the righteous. Instead, they pained themselves in order to ascend through the upper door. They inflicted penances on themselves and distanced themselves from sin much more than the righteous. They have therefore ascended and attained the level of hay, that is, the roof of the hay, symbolizing the fifth palace of Gan Eden, whereas the righteous have entered only through the lower opening of the hay, the entrance of the porch. Therefore, when a person does teshuvah, that is to say, tashuv, hay, that's how it's spelled. So if you divide the word, so it's tashuv and then hay, it means he returns the hay, or returns the hay to its proper place. And then the Holy One, blessed be he, returns his Shekhinah upon him. And he will restore his love for the repentant person, not only as the original love was, but rather in an even greater measure. This is the explanation of the attribute. He will again be merciful to us. He will increase his mercy toward Bnei Yisrael, perfecting them and drawing them even closer to himself. So this is also how a person should behave towards his fellow. He should not nurture the hatred born of past anger. Rather, when he sees that his fellow desires his love, he should raise his level of mercy and love toward him much more than before, and say, he is to me like the Balei Teshuvah, in whose company even the perfectly righteous cannot stand. And he should befriend him to the fullest extent, much more than he would befriend those who are perfectly righteous in their behavior towards him and have never wronged him. So that's the end of today's reading. Thanks for watching.